Knowledge is king. Knowledge is king. Knowledge is king. Knowledge is king. Charlie and them. Charlie gets out. Charlie's hanging out with us. Yeah. Okay, if my life had a price, man, it's where it be expensive. Like, bitch, you can tell that I'm just. My niggas bust sales at the kitchen. My niggas cost hell if it's missing life. That money better be on point. If it ain't present, I don't see no point. Couple Dutchess rolled, I ain't had no joints like. No, nigga, I ain't got no papers. In a perfect world, I wanna have no haters. No time for a lane, won't stay, see you later. More like never give my nigga back up. Got something on tuck if you wanna act up, but I'm just out here living my dreams. Is that why you hate? Huh? Yes, my chick is a 10. I see you roll with a egg, huh? Claiming that you real well, we know that you fake. Know that you fake. I just cut my grass so I can see all you snakes, bitch. Ain't no sneaker by me, my nigga, I can see what's up. Might as well jump in front of and move a truck, my nigga, guess what? Cause you lost my trust. Nigga fucked up, nigga back. You a class act, your life a trash bag. You moving too fast, nigga slow down. Nigga hands down, I'm the coolest in the town, like what? Nigga damn ho, nigga been flu, nigga been fly. I'm that guy, y'all just lie. Need to cut it down before I tell them what you bout. I don't wanna put you out, fair. I'm the golden boy Rick, flair. Going against me just ain't fair. But hate the game, don't hate the player. Bitch, I'm just out here living my dreams. Is that why you hate? Huh? Yes, my chick is a 10. I see you roll with an egg, huh? Claiming that you real well, we know that you fake. Know that you fake. I just cut my grass so I can see all you snakes, bitch.
Hey, y'all, that is Benjamin Fly right there, a.k.a. Benji. The song is called Snakes. I love that shit, man. Benjamin Fly is a very dope artist. Definitely have to check him out. He is tagged on Twitter, so make sure y'all definitely check him out. So apparently I've been having technical difficulties I didn't even realize I was having. So y'all pretty much only heard music tonight, and every time I got on air, you probably didn't even hear me speaking. So that's really lame, and I do apologize so much for any inconvenience and any blank space in the show tonight. But you did get to hear some dope music, so that's what's up. So my first guest of the evening, Oddball, has been sitting on the line very patiently, waiting for us to have this conversation. So let's go ahead and bring him on the show, y'all. Please welcome Oddball to the juice. What up, Oddball? How you doing tonight, man?
What's the deal? What's happening?
How you doing? You having a good evening?
Yeah, I'm good. Chilling in the studio.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Sorry about all the confusion and the lack of being able to hear. That's always, important.
I mean, it's straight. I mean, you did try to blame it on me, but all right. You try to put the blame on me and shit.
Yeah, so it was your fault, in case you didn't know.
Right. I mean, I'm gonna take that because my mama a woman, so y'all do that. We got to take the blame regardless.
No, actually, it's just because normally if there's any kind of issues like that, like I can tell right away, but I couldn't because everything was working perfectly fine, and it must have been something with Google because I had to literally close down Google Chrome and come back, and then it was working fine. So, yeah, and I could hear everything fine. So, you know what I'm saying? I thought it was your phone because sometimes if you have a bad connection, you're not able to hear. So I was like, well, I don't know. It's got to be your phone. I don't know what to tell you. But then I did some extra research and found out that that was not the case, that nobody could hear me the entire fucking show. So
right.
Yeah.
We don't usually have connection problems. That'd be Android users that have connection problems and whatnot.
Yeah, I don't use an Android. This is a computer and it's a Mac. So yeah, I understand that. But Yeah, so anyways, Abba, man, it's great to have you on the show tonight, and I'm excited to learn a little bit more about you and stuff like that. So for the listeners out there that have never heard of you, don't know a whole lot about you, go ahead and take a couple minutes and tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Abba?
Well, I was born and raised in Detroit, Michigan. That's where I'm from. I started writing music when I was around. I wrote my first song when I was like 8, and then I started actually taking this. The person that made me want to rap, like wanted me to get into it, was like LL Cool J. You know what I'm saying? Like I just thought he was like real soft up, and then like when I heard Tupac, that's what made me really want to rap. You know what I'm saying? So I started recording music when I was like 14. You know what I mean? Definitely from, like I said, I'm from Detroit. Inner city is pretty rough. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, right now, I was signed to when I was about 22. I was signed to Extreme Entertainment out of Detroit. I went through the artist development and everything, learning the business or whatnot. And then, like, you know, whatever they didn't teach me, I like went and learned on my own. So they were like taking too long for me to like release a record. So when I finally got to being able to actually release a record, like my fan base was like they were waiting for me to release an album because I had took all my old, they made me take all my old stuff down. So I just got tired of waiting. So I taught myself how to get publishing administration and start my own publishing company and my own record label. And then I signed myself, started publishing my own music, and just started putting out my own music.
Hell yeah, that's what's up, man. You know, sometimes you just got to do stuff yourself if you want it done a certain way, and, you know, being able to have that creative ability still, it's important, I think.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes if you want something done, you gotta do it yourself, especially if you want it done right. You know, right. Me doing that was because I felt like no one cared about my music or the way I wanted to present it like I do. You know what I mean? It's like you taking care of your kid. You know what I'm saying? Like no one's gonna take care of your kid like you. You know?
Right.
So it was like I almost lost my train of thought. But yeah, so like right now, like I got a team around me, and it's just like I'm so used to doing it myself that sometimes that kind of like causes conflict because I'd be like, nah, I do it, you know.
Yeah,
you know?
nah.
So
that happens sometimes with teams. Like I think that it can be like a really great thing or it could be a really bad thing. And you never really know how it's going to be for sure until you're like knee deep in it. And then all of a sudden you find out who's really for team and who's really for self.
Yeah, I mean, but I guess in a way, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot about this shit. So it's like, I'm kind of like just, I feel like, you know, I'm the reason we here. You feel me? So it's like, I don't know. I'm the boss. Like I'm the boss. Like this is my shit. You feel me? So it's like,
yeah,
I be wanting things done a certain way.
Totally understandable. Yeah. What's your sign, eyeball?
A piece of shit. Nah, Taurus.
Oh my god. Oh, so you bullheaded. That's what. He said a piece of shit. Damn.
No, I mean, you be thinking I'm an asshole, but I guess I just, you know, sometimes I be having to cool out. You know?
I think you guys kind of get that rap actually. I don't think it's just you.
Yeah. Yeah, like shit. Try dating a Taurus woman, man. What? And I didn't even learn my lesson. I didn't even learn my lesson. I dated like 3 of them too. And all 3 fell.
Y'all would clash like a mug.
Yeah, like symbols. Goddamn.
Dang.
But no, I'm working on. I got a new album I'm working on. New single I'm putting out right now. I dropped Disruptive the mixtape in April, and I just dropped Influenza in August. I turned around and just dropped another album in August.
You were like, fuck it, let me just put this out here too. What's up?
I mean, because I believe in guerrilla marketing. You know what I'm saying? Always stand in their face, and if you always in their face, there's no way you can be denied. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt. But so you prefer to put out big projects like back to back? Because, you know, like some artists, they'll just put out singles or songs, you know, frequently put out songs. It's not too often that you see an artist that's just going to put out, you know, chunks of work at a time like that, project after project. Do you feel like that's successful for you?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm growing. You know what I'm saying? Like each project that I put out, I'm growing. So every project just completely sound different. So like this is my third album. You feel me? Like, and then I took a due to personal reasons, I took a big ass hiatus. Like in 2000, like when I first dropped my first album in 2015, I had Disruptive already recorded, but I ended up having to take a hiatus or whatever, and then I came back and I just started like releasing singles off of that actual project, and then I released it in April. But I was releasing singles from that project throughout the winter of 17, just dropping videos or whatever. Do I feel like it's working? I mean, to me, like, cause I still everything with me, like I contemplate. I premeditate a lot. So it's like I already got, you know, 2 projects lined up after this that I've already, you know, foresee me doing and already coming up with ideas for them. I just feel like you got some artists that are just like special breed of artists, like the creativity is limitless. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
And one of the reasons why like I really believe in guerrilla marketing, like, is like my dog, man, back in the day, Lil Wayne, man, he still got mixtapes I ain't never heard. You know what I'm saying? He just was dropping so much music, you know what I mean? And then no one was doing that for a while, and then Future started doing it. He was like releasing mixtapes, you know what I'm saying? Which I like the one I dropped in April, I called it Disruptive the mixtape, and then everybody was like, why are you calling this a mixtape? It definitely sounds like an album.
Dang.
You know.
So why did you choose to call it a mixtape then?
Because I kind of feel like mixtape is the new way of calling. It's a new album to me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, everybody just, you know, dropping mixtapes, and it seems like it's more. I guess it's more. It sounds more attractive to the listener. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, because we're in a new era of music, and I just feel like that's the way it is. Is to just keep dropping music.
Yeah, no, that's real, and that's why I said like a lot of people, well, quite a few artists will do that. They'll drop like single after single, or, you know, song after song after song. It's almost like, at least in the independent, what I've noticed is that there's not a lot of people dropping full albums. You know, they don't want to put out like, you know, 15, 17 songs. They want to put out like 5 or 6, or put out a single, or things like that. So there's a lot of EPs dropping and a lot of mixtapes dropping, and
I look at it from a strategic standpoint, because if you have 17 songs and people are even feeling like half of that song, you know what I mean, half of the album, and they're streaming it over and over, you winning. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, so it's like or if one song on that album is streamed 1 million times, your album went platinum. You know what I'm saying? So one of the other reasons why I felt like I could just release music is because in 2015 when I dropped Listen Close, like the first quarter I streamed 170,000 times, and then 263, and then 300,000. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like, oh shit, they was feeling that, so I'm just drop another joint. You feel me? So I dropped Disruptive, and you know I was gone for a while. I was gone for like 7 months. So from the music scene. So when I came back, I just released Disruptive, and I immediately got 70,000 streams through just subscription streaming companies. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
Immediately. So, like, I'm not. Yeah, like immediately. So it's like I'm not. For some reason, I just find it weird. Like I'm not streaming like crazy on YouTube, but like through subscription streaming companies, I'm doing the Y2C on Snap.
He over there two-stepping and shit. Like, yeah. That's what's up, though.
You know, everybody, you know, they can go check me out on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Tidal, basically everywhere digitally.
Definitely want to check him out. That's for sure.
I think you got a single from me called Off My Line. That's really doing good on Spotify right now.
I do have that. Yeah.
That's on my new album. That's on the new album I just dropped.
Oh, dope. So the other songs that I have, are they off older albums then?
No, they're I think you got In My Living Room, and Don't Feed the Ops. Those are all on the album, on the new album I just dropped.
Yo, that's exciting. So what now, do you still live in Michigan?
No, right now I am in the my manager lives in LeClaire, Iowa. So she originally from Rock Island, and how I met her with my manager is she was doing a show in Detroit with another local artist in Detroit. His name Mo Dirty or whatever, and Mo Dirty booked me for the performance, you know, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm like a live performer, especially if I get some Patron in me, it's over with. So I'm one of the, you know what I'm saying, I'll be live in a motherfucking show. Like, everybody was like, I had the whole building going crazy, so like she was like, man, you're an excellent performer, your music is great. And, you know, we got to linking it up, chopping it up and shit. And, we came together and she decided to manage me, and in June I decided to come to the Quad Cities and record the album that I just put out. So I recorded that album here in Davenport, Iowa. And I've been here ever since. I like it here, so you feel me? It's a little bit different pace from where I'm from, you know.
Yeah, I bet.
Detroit wild and the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, they get busy here too, you know. I respect everybody gangster, you know what I'm saying? But they get busy here too, shit. But I keep some fire on me. But no, I like it here though. It's cool. It's a cool motherfuckers here. You see me? And I ain't gonna lie, they got some bad looking chicks here too though. You feel me? So it's, you know, it's a little different.
Well, next time, find you a Virgo. Stay away from the Taurus chicks because your perfect match is a Virgo. So go find you a Virgo and you'll be all right.
I don't know, man. I just started talking to a little Gemini. I kind of like her. She got a little smart ass mouth, but she's straight.
Yeah, I can see how that would be very true. Is she gonna be real cool one day and at one moment, and about 2 seconds later she gonna flip and be a whole nother chick. So
yeah, trust me, I'm hip. I got 2 brothers that's Geminis. I can't stand them niggas. They get on my last nerve.
But more power to you, man. Whatever you're happy, eyeball. Yo, so that's where it's at for you now, huh? That's what's up, man. So has that had any influence on like sound and style of your music? Have you like a new twist to it from being in another place and kind of checking out a new scene and shit like that?
I don't know, like if you, I mean, like you would have to really go back and like listen to my first joint, like listen closely, then listen to Disruptive. Like you could just hear the growth, and I just grow in everything I do. Like every time I touch the mic, I bring a different style, switch up my style. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't really not really an influence. You know what I'm saying? They got some talent here though. You know what I'm saying? I think they really slept on. You feel me? Some dope artists. I got a couple features from some artists on the new album and on the one I'm working on. So you know, it's one artist pretty dope. His name Fineo. He dope as hell. Like I said, I learned from everybody though. Like even the artists that are coming out. You know what I mean? I learned. Because with like a lot of here's the thing, like a lot of the old heads, they be hating on the young artists, you know what I'm saying? And it's because they're not lyrically up to par, you know what I'm saying? They don't have like complex lyrics, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like what they gotta understand is like people don't wanna guess what the hell you talking about. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, talk to me, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? So
what you mean to me, what you say.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Because I was a lyrical rapper. I still am, but I learned how to listen to the newer stuff. I learned how to use my voice more. You know what I'm saying? Just make the song more fun to listen to. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what some of the older artists isn't getting, is that, you know, music is supposed to make you feel some type of way. So, you know, you gotta, I mean, it's all cool to drop knowledge every now and then, but yeah, you still gotta have fun with your shit.
Yeah, and also, you know, music is forever evolving and changing, and it's art. And like I always say, you really can't define art. It's going to be whatever that person wants it to be. So, you know, however you splash your paint on the mic is how it's going to be. And that's your art.
Yeah.
So it's not for everybody. Some people are going to love it. Some people are going to hate it.
I think, and that's what I did for this album that I'm working on called Wave Lord. And I know I just dropped the album in August, but I'm almost done with this album. You know what I'm saying? So
time for another one.
Yeah, I mean, I be in the studio, man. Sometimes I sleep here. You know what I'm saying? But
damn.
I just dropped the new album that I'm about to finish up called Wave Lord. I had fun on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really gonna be like a dope wavy ass album. And I'm gonna make sure you get the single. You're one of the first people to get the new single. It's called Two Scoops. It's dope as hell though.
Okay, I'll be looking for that. I'll be looking for it.
You just gotta drop your email in my Twitter DMs. You feel me?
Okay, for sure. I'll do that. Absolutely. So, Abba, let's listen to one of your songs real quick, and we'll come back and bullshit for a few more minutes.
Okay.
What do you want to play? What's a good song that's gonna kind of let people know a little bit about who you are as an artist?
I mean,
I don't think I have one of those songs that you said, but I have Be Better. I have Don't Feed the Ops. I have Mercy, Off My Line, and Who Knows.
Let's go with, I mean, you could play Don't Feed the Ops.
Okay, tell us about this song. What does this song mean to you?
Don't Feed the Ops, man, that's funny. I wrote that song, my boy Thermo Flame, who produced a lot of my music, he had sent me the beat 10 minutes before I was heading to the car to go to the studio. And I heard it, and I ended up writing to it on my way out the door. And it's basically about you never know, you could have friends and you never know who at your table, and they opt, you feel me, because they wear different,
right?
They wear different type of, they wear a mask, you know what I'm saying? They wear one face this moment, and then once you turn your back, they wear a whole nother face. It's actually a diss track to an artist called, his name, we're not gonna mention his sucker ass name, but it's a diss track to an artist. Basically, he ain't know nothing, you feel me? So I taught him how to, I was trying to teach him how to publish and, get his BMI and copyright. And, basically he didn't learn because he basically had me do it all for him. And he didn't have any distribution, so, I didn't charge him anything. I thought we was homeboys, so I distributed his album for him. And come to find out, like, he was hating, you feel me? Like, he was like, and it basically came from females, like, dog, why he hating on you so hard? Why he don't? I thought y'all was homeboys, and so I had to cut him off. It's always like it's always like the ugly people, like the dusty, ugly people that hate on.
Yo, that's real. That's real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like,
yeah, I do.
He can't smash who you smash, so he gotta get the buck tooth bitches, you feel me? Or whatever. or he don't sound like how you sound when you rap. Like, he wanna be better than me, but he can't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real. Well, dope. Let's check it out, y'all. This is Oddball right here. Don't feed the ops, man. Check this out and definitely pay attention. We're going to be right back in a minute, so don't go nowhere. More of this Oddball right here.
Oh, God, yes, Lord, I came for him. Yeah, I did that. Oh, God, yes, Lord, I came for him. Yeah, I did that. Money in my hand, palms up. We don't eat with the ops. I'm the money man, I'm starving. Ain't no beat in the ops. Money in my hand, palms up. We don't eat with the ops. I'm the money man, I'm starving. Ain't no beat in the ops. Heard he dissing on me. Heard he got dogs, wanna sick him on me. I am not bothered. Son of these guys, all of my ops, they be fathers. Like, look at me, I'm the stepper. Bag on the way. We gon' burn through that shit. That's how you smoke you some stacks. It's really over. Hell of a couldn't get you a hit, you mediocre. Not tripping on you, I'm at the telly eating Cobra. Two bad shit from Iowa sleeping over. Going on tour, you gon' be stuck in the D. One thing for sure, I'm at your neck. Ain't no coming for me. Oh God, yes, Lord, I came for him. Yeah, I did that. Oh God, yes, Lord, I came for him. Yeah, I did that. Money in my hand, palms up. We don't eat with the ops. I'm the money man, I'm starving. Ain't no beat in the ops. Money in my hand, palms up. We don't eat with the ops. I'm the money man, I'm starving. Ain't no beat in the ops. Ain't no beat anymore. Get you some cheese, you a flunky. We look at this, we look at that. Don't need the map, tryna find where the real in the bag. Go ahead, light up for this one. Road to the riches, under construction, they gon' wanna fight me for this one. Adam, no hesitation. Thought you was my dog, but you backstabbed me. That's desperation. Should've known you was hating. All the horse that you hating, but I'm saucy and your flow is outdated. 6 ounce, 5 strings, $28. T&E made the payment. Yes, Lord, I came for him. Yeah, I did that. Oh God, yes, Lord, I came for him. Yeah, I did that. Money in my hand, palms up. We don't eat with the ops. I'm the money man, I'm starving. Ain't no beat in the ops. Money in my hand, palms up. We don't eat with the ops. I'm the money man, I'm starving. Ain't no beat in the ops.
Hey, man, y'all, watch out for the ops because they be smiling in your face, man. Watch out for them motherfuckers.
And you know what, though? I actually mentioned his name in the song. Y'all just ain't catch it, though. You feel?
It's all good.
When you diss, you feel me? You can't give them no shine, so you gotta kind of like make it, But you gotta
let them know it's about you, but not really let everyone else know who the hell you talking about, because fuck
he
them.
knew. He knew. Everybody. I wasn't just trying to give him no shine. You feel me? Like I distributed his record or whatever, and he put it out. And like 3 months passed. Like in the first quarter, I think he only got like 3 downloads and like 6 streams. So I just like calculated the royalties and I was like, here you go, $28. I'm stopped distributing that shit. Here go your Newport money, bro.
You can get 2.5 packs of New Pimps. Now get out my office.
2 packs of Newports and a Gatorade, player. If you're lucky, you might get that 3 for $3 Gatorade, so you'd be good then. Right. I got a homeboy that just moved to Minnesota and everything.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, he just moved that way too. He said he like it so far.
He does? Oh.
Yeah, he said it's kind of lit though. I was like, all right. See, I ain't think Iowa was gonna be lit. You feel me? Like, 'cause that's not like one of the states you just hear about. You feel me?
Like Iowa's popping, yo.
Yeah, she was like, let's go to Iowa. You can come to Iowa. I'm like, I thought it was nothing but corn over there. You feel me? And I can't.
For real.
I can't hear
cornfields and cows, baby.
I fuck with it. I fuck with it. For real.
Yeah, that's what's up. Is your homeboy an artist too?
No, hell no. That boy can't rap if it was to save his life.
Oh shit. Not even to save his life? Damn.
No, he'd be a dead motherfucker.
Oh
shit.
But oh, that's what I thought though.
That Off My Line joint lit as hell though. That's my shit. I was listening to that shit today.
It is literally your shit, so
I gotta send you some more music though. You guys just drop your email on. I'll send you some more
definitely.
joints. Cause my manager, she was supposed to have sent you In My Living Room because she liked that song. I mean, it's an adult song, but it ain't for no kids.
Yeah, that's okay. I can play stuff like that on the show, so I can play whatever. I can play. You don't have to send the edited stuff. You can send, the original version, the explicit version. I can play that. So.
Okay.
Yeah, just so you know, for future reference.
Yeah. I gotta get my 2 Scoops joint, man. I gotta get it mixed and mastered, but I'm definitely gonna have it to you. You know what I'm saying? So you can premiere it on your show.
We definitely appreciate the mixing and the mastering. It makes everything nice and smooth and polished up and sound good. Yo, that beat on that Feed the Ops was dope, man.
Yeah, that's Thermo Flame, man. He's on Facebook as Thermo Flame. Y'all can follow him on Instagram at Thermo313. Yeah, Thermo is a monster on the production tip. Like,
yeah, that shit was lit.
He's amazing. The Off My Line song, that guy, his name's Uncle Silk. He's from Rock Island, Illinois. So like I just brought him a part of the team earlier this year, and he produced. I think him and Thermo produced like half of the album that I just released. They both produced like more than half of it. And then
nice.
I got a Graveyard Studios producer, Playhouse Beats. He produced one song on there, and then DJ Trunks. He's an Interscope DJ. He's a DJ for Interscope. He produced like 2 songs on there. But for my new album, it's just Thermo Flame, two Graveyard Studios producers from Iowa. Beats by Trill and Playhouse Beats. They produced the majority of Wave Lord.
That's what's up. Do you have a projected date you're trying to put that out?
Wave Lord, I'm shooting for. One of my engineer has consulted me on. I wanted to put it out in January.
Oh, okay.
But he was like, no, we want to give Influenza time to breathe. He wants me to let the other album just brief because this is my second album in 6 months, so.
Understandable.
So I'm
okay.
thinking I'm gonna shoot for.
I mean, Cardi B did it right. Dropped 2 mixtapes in 6 months with bitch working as hard as me.
Shit, everybody working hard. Yeah, her garbage.
Hey, oh shit. Okay.
She's horrible. No offense to anybody with special needs, but that's what she sounds like.
Oh my gosh. Dang.
I mean, the beat was doggish. I mean, she was. I mean, she was dropping some. I mean,
the beat for what? Bodak Yellow? That wasn't even her beat though.
Yeah, they added shit to it a little bit, but I mean, can you listen to a whole album of Cardi B?
I've never listened to a whole album, but my ears wouldn't bleed. Because, I mean, the songs that I heard of hers I actually liked. But, you know, I mean, like I said, not everything's for everybody. So, I mean, there's probably music that you like that I would be like, that shit's trash. So,
yeah.
it don't bother me because it ain't my music. Now, if it's my music, you know, we might have to box via the internet. But I'd have to drop a diss track on your ass. But, no, I'm just kidding.
Right. I mean, I listen to a wide range of kind of like, I mean, I will try. I will listen though, because I study it, you feel me? So I listen to everybody's albums, and then that's how I know if it's trash. Yeah. I mean, I think Kevin Gates just dropped a flame ass album. By Any Means Necessary 2. That it was dope. It was, and he came completely different. Like he switched it up and everything. And then Young Dolph, his new album is nuts. You could play it all the way through. And then I just listened to Yo Gotti new album, and it was fire. That shit was fire. So I mean, those are my top 3 albums. I didn't too much like the Drake. I mean, his last good album was If You're Reading This It's Too
More
Late.
Life?
All that More Life was trash. And Views from the Six, it was like one good song on there.
Oh.
But like my favorite album by him was Nothing Was the Same. That shit was dope.
Okay, so you like the older shit.
Yeah, and then like, I mean, actually Meek Mill album was better than Drake's album this year.
That's fair. I like Drake, but I also like Meek Mills, you know.
I just reached out to Chief Keef for a feature.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
That's what's up. Oh, dope, man. That's what's up. I was gonna ask you if you heard back from him yet, but
yeah, he ain't texting me either.
Oh, that's what's up. He definitely could, you know.
I feel like it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? He charged me like $2,500.
That's not too bad.
No, it's not. I mean, but then like when you think about it, like you do a song with Chief Keef, you guarantee, you know, a couple 100,000 streams. You feel?
I mean, yeah, maybe. It depends on how he handles it too, though. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's just you already get good streaming on your own, though, so you really ain't got to worry about that. But it also depends on how he handles it. If he doesn't even promote it and he doesn't even talk about it, he doesn't even acknowledge that it exists, then that's him. His name on it's really not going to do nothing for you.
Yeah. I'm hip. I know my fan base on a trip. Like, what?
But yeah, you already got a good fan base. So, I mean, shit, you was talking about like 300 and some odd thousand streams in like 0 time. So, I mean, yeah, you already have a good fan base. You already have people that are digging your music, and they're going to listen to it regardless. You know what I'm saying? So on your end, you're good regardless. But, I mean, you would definitely be hella popping on the stream tip anyways, for sure. If he promotes it and acknowledges that it exists, you know, but that doesn't always happen. I don't know. It depends on whatever y'all agreed upon.
Yeah, he already said if it was hot, he was gonna throw it on his new joint too.
Oh, okay. See, so that right there, now that's different. That's gonna be a whole different avenue.
The game,
you know what I'm saying?
Right,
yeah. That's gonna bust
so
some shit open.
let me ask you a question though. How is the music scene in Minnesota?
Actually, we have a lot of talent in Minnesota. We have a really dope music scene, and there's a lot of really, really amazingly talented artists out here. Shit, you can find pretty much any kind of music you're looking for, and motherfuckers are really talented. We have some good producers. We have some, some great audio engineers, some great artists.
Low key, the Midwest jumping right now.
Yeah, no, for real.
Detroit.
Actually, it's pretty rare to find an artist here that you're just like, oh, he's trash. Like most of the time, the only time I have an issue with an artist around here is the same issue I'm gonna have with the artist anywhere. That's if they don't get their shit mixed and mastered properly, and it just sounds garbage. Then you know what I'm saying. So, but other than that, like, yeah, I mean, I play a lot of Minnesota music, and I don't know, it's pretty dope. Most of the music that I played tonight was actually Minnesota music, just because that's what I was scrolling through. But I'm pretty lit.
Yeah,
pretty good artist.
I need to come do a show that way.
Yeah, do that shit, man. There's some really dope venues. There's like a place. There's a couple places that always have open mics. Like you can pretty much just walk in and be like, yo, can I get up on the stage type of shit, especially if you bullshit and politic with somebody beforehand about it, or, just get on the ticket, because every Monday night there's an open mic at the Red Sea, and the Roz Lounge has one too, but I can't remember the day of the week that one's on. Sunday, Saturday, I don't know, something. They have one too, though, every week, and yeah, it's popping. If you want to just get on an open mic, but we also have some really dope venues that people really like to go to, that usually has a pretty nice ticket on it, and you got a pretty dope lineup. So it's definitely a great place. I've had artists that were on my show that came up here and got in some venues up here, and they had a amazing response. People really, really took to them and loved their music. So, they've came back a few times just because of that. So, I definitely would encourage it. It's always good to travel with your music, man, so.
If there was an artist that you knew, who would it be that you would have me do a feature with from Minnesota?
Actually, to be honest, there's probably a few people that I would tell you just because of your style. Like, I would probably say maybe like Alan Brown would be a good feature. C. Millie would be a good feature. I would say Twain, he might be a pretty good feature for you.
Wow, I think I heard of that name too.
There's actually, I could probably name off even a few more people that would be really dope features for you. Apollos, he would be a dope feature for you. And those are like hip hop, they rap too. So, but if you were looking for like some R&B shit, they got people like that too. If you could get Mr. Mayhem to do a feature with you in Minnesota, that would be a real good look for you. Because he's one of the bigger artists here in Minnesota that pretty much everybody knows who he is. So.
Won't you make that connection? Mr. Mayhem.
Yeah, I could definitely link you with some people if you and let them know that you're looking to maybe do a feature with some Minnesota artists, and link you guys up, and whatever you guys can just work that out. I'll just let y'all handle that, but I could definitely link y'all up for sure.
That's what's politics.
Yep, for sure.
That's
So, Eyeball, man, I want to thank you so much for coming through tonight and kicking it with me. Sorry about all the technical difficulties in the beginning, but we definitely made it happen. It was really dope talking to you. I'm going to play another one of your songs to end the segment, but before I do that, I want to give you a couple minutes to give any shout-outs that you have, let people know where they can find you on social media. And, again, also let them know, again, where they can find your music and any music videos or anything like that as well.
Oh yeah. Shout out my hometown, Detroit. You feel me? Thermo Flame. Shout out Free JP1. Shout out G's the God. Graveyard Studios. You feel me? They whole squad. Shit, shout out to KC, they show me love. Shout out DJ K Young. Shout out my manager, Natalie Long. You know, she be working hard for a gangster. Man, shout out my producers. You know, all my supporters. You know, that look out for me and go download my music. You can check me out on Instagram at This Is Oddball. Follow me on Twitter at This Is Oddball. Man, if you wanna, you just type in my name. I'm gonna pop up on YouTube. I got a video for Off My Line too, so you can check out. Just type in Oddball Off My Line, and that video will pop up along with 12 more. You know. Also, you know, Influenza is out now on all digital outlets: Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, eMusic, Rhapsody, Amazon, Google Play. Go get that. It's definitely worth the listen. 17 songs, man. We put a lot into it. My producers did their thing, and be on the lookout for Wave Lord, and also you can check out Disruptive as well.
Yeah, a whole lot of music for y'all to listen to. So you got a lot of catching up to do. Make sure you get to Spotify, iTunes, wherever you like to listen to your music, and start checking it out. Definitely worth it, man. It's gonna be good listening. Lots of hours of listening, actually. So you could just put that shit on shuffle and enjoy your day.
Right. It's a different vibe. So every time you switch a song, it's a different vibe. So.
Yo, that's what's up, man. So you be switching emotions all day. It'll be perfect.
Thanks for having me on. You know.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Yeah, my pleasure, man. Absolutely. So, Oddball, what would be what do you want to end this segment with? What do you want people to hear? You want them to hear that Off My Line?
Yes.
Okay. Dope. Tell us about the song, man.
Off My Line, man. It's it's kind of like just it's funny because I mention ops in it. That's the only other time I mention ops. I swear to God. I'm not rapping about ops all the time, even. But that's basically like I said, this one it wasn't really like no diss. It was just like me having fun, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of the people that if talking crazy to me, I hang up on you. So
damn. I don't blame you.
because I pay my phone bill every month, so shit, it's mine.
Right, you don't pay that shit.
Right, so the call the number you're calling is unavailable right now. Yeah.
That means your ass got blocked. No, I'm just kidding.
For real, and don't forget to put your email in my DM so I can send you some more music from the album.
I'm actually finna do that while this song is playing. I'll jump in there real quick and shoot you the email.
This is you guys. This is Off My Line. This is one of my more popular songs on Spotify. So, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's check it out. Make sure you guys go follow Oddball everywhere you social media at, and definitely go look for his music because he's gonna be there. And keep your eyes peeled for this next album coming out. It's gonna be lit, y'all. So check this out right here. This is Oddball, Off My Line. Don't go nowhere. We got Brandon Success coming up right after this.
Look, fellas, I asked you nicely. Well, now I'm getting very irritated. For the last time, would you please stay off my friggin' grass? Please! All right, man.
Niggas spare change. Ready to drop on my dime. My circle is tight. No ops on my line. Dollar signs, babe. Dots on my line. Get off on my line. MOB, FOE, penny, I'm crossing the line. Niggas in spare change. Ready to drop on my dime. My circle is tight. No ops on my line. Dollar sign, babe. Dots on my line. Get off on my line. MOB, FOE, penny, ain't no crossing the line. Y'all tripping, y'all slipping. Dipping on you nuggets, my sauce is dripping. I'm Jordan, Stanley Nicks, that's my guy, my dog pimping. Law is me, out here for all to see. You rappers autistic, don't talk to me. My is artistic, they gon' draw for me. I keep it a kilo. Wanna shoot you so bad, my is up. Plus you think that you need no Starbucks, drinking that liquor, put a cap in your chino. My percentage slapped from the line with the free throws. Think I play the trumpet the way I see no spare change. Ready to drop on my dime. My circle is tight. No ops on my line. Dollar signs, babe. Dots on my line. get off of my line. MOB, F-O-E-P-N-E, I'm crossing the line. Niggas fair change, ready to drop 'em a dime. My circle is tight, no ops on my line. Dollar sign, bait, that's on my line. Get off of my line. MOB, F-O-E-P-N-E, ain't no crossing the line. My line, get off it. Shit y'all be on, be the starfish. We well aware, we cautious. As soon as we peep it, we cutting our losses. See me in the casket, never. Fall ops leak to you bastards, never. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Your man's mighty cone. Exterior like styrofoam. Playing Con Air. As soon as he cage, he foam like a lawn chair. Bro, Bambi, legs weak. That's the fun there. They getting fair change. Ready to drop 'em a dime. My circle is tight. No ops on my line. Dollar signs, bait, that's on my line. Get off of my line. MOB, F-O-E-P-N-E, I'm crossing the line. This is fair change. Ready to drop 'em a dime. My circle is tight. No ops on my line. Dollar sign, bait, that's on my line. Get off of my line. MOB, F-O-E-P-N-E, ain't no crossing the line.
Hey, off of my line. Get off my line, man. So, man, shout out to Oddball for a dope interview. Sorry, y'all, we went over a little bit because I didn't want to just, not give him his time because I fucked up and had some crazy shit going on. But we definitely have my second guest already here on the line, waiting patiently for his time to shine on the juice right now. So we're going to bring him on. We're going to run over a little bit tonight because of that. So if y'all are listening online, before 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, you're going to want to call in 929-477-2682 if you want to listen to the end of the show. Otherwise, you're going to have to come back and listen to the recorded version because it will cut off at 10 p.m. So definitely get on the phone lines, 929-477-2682, and check out the rest of the show. So without further ado, allow me to introduce to you, this is Brandon Success. Welcome to the Juice. How you doing tonight, man?
Hello?
What's going on, Brandon? How you doing, man?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
What's up? How you doing?
Mr. Success himself. How are you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing good. Just chilling, vibing out. Had a long day at work.
Yo. That happens, man. That happens.
I seen y'all was hating on the Geminis. You didn't realize next guest was a Gemini.
Shit. Let's have the nice twin out right now, okay? Don't be taking out the ruthless twin, man. Leave the ruthless twin at home. Let him sleep.
Oh, man. He's good right now. Trust me. I don't
got no hate for no Geminis. I don't got no hate for nobody, man. So it was just
it's all always used to it. Geminis always get hate, Y'all
are a little crazy though. Let's just keep it 100.
I'm gonna keep it 100, but we have a roster right now. We got one that's making us look horrible, but we ain't gonna claim it.
Who's making y'all look horrible?
Man, let's just say he's running the country right now.
Oh shit! Say no more.
And I was like, shit, he get in office as soon as he don't give a fuck. It's a wrap. Sure enough, but I'm not even gonna focus on him and all that. But we got a roster. We got Pac, Prince. We got Ice Cube, Kendrick Lamar, Crazy Bone, and Flesh and Bone. The thing about us Geminis is our gifts are like real versatile. We have the gift of gab. We're into music. And once I actually learned about that, that's when I really got into the trait more. Like, okay, it's a cool little sign. So I don't mind what people say about it as long as I look at all the people. Even Biggie was a Gemini. And if you hear about their greatness, like we have weird qualities, but in entertainment, a lot of us have our hands and feet in there. The list can go on, even Lauren Hill, you know what I mean? So with those type of people, that paved the way and done great things. You know, that's what inspired my music. That's why I put my birthday on my mixtape.
Oh shit.
Hey.
Yo, I have a Gemini son actually, so I feel you.
Word. Yeah. So I mean, I've been going through it all my life. My mom was the one who first was the one to be like, oh my gosh, these Geminis. So I never knew what the big deal was till I turned about 21.
These Geminis are crazy. Oh shit. Good people though, man. I can't even lie. Good people.
That's good. But yeah, what you want to know about me?
Everything, man. Tell us everything, Brandon. So for those people that maybe never heard about you, just go ahead and take a couple minutes. Talk about yourself. Tell us, who is Brandon Success?
Well, Brandon Success. It's a funny where my name came from. Have you heard of AC the Chemist?
Yes.
He's a producer. Yeah, that's my homeboy. Shouts out to him. I had changed my name on Facebook to Success because I was dodging my ex-girlfriend who was stalking me. That's a whole nother story I'm not going to get into, but I had to change my name on Facebook. So I just changed it into Success because I wanted to speak it into existence. And I was going through a period where I just wasn't writing music, and I really didn't want to put a lot of stuff out there because I didn't know how copyrights went. I didn't have a lot of people that would help me out or just give me good advice too much. So I just said, forget it. So after our breakup and all that, and I changed my name, I finally was like, you know what, fuck it. I hit up HC, and I was like, how much you charge studio time? So he gave me a good price, and I met up with him that day, and I laid a couple songs down real quick, and every time I would hit him up to come get in the studio, he would always pick up the phone and be like, Be Success, because how the name was on Facebook. So ever since then, he was like, you should call yourself that. Plus, I have two god brothers. They go by the name Come Up and Get Down. Shouts out to Outlaw Mobsters. I don't know if you heard of them.
What? Are you kidding me? Those are you're related to those guys?
Those are my god brothers. You know,
I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, you know, and they Geminis too, so.
Yeah, well, that's obvious.
Shouts out to Zodiac too, you know. And,
yeah,
you know,
I actually did a behind-the-scenes video for them. They did a video shoot with Finchville Films, and I did the behind-the-scenes for their videos.
Oh, word. That's what's up. Yo, that's my god brothers. My god brother Get Down especially. Him and AC was the main ones. Like, you should call yourself Be Success. Because I was calling myself Midwest Mischief because of the style of my flow. And back then I used to just get in shit. So when I was younger coming up, a lot of my older homeboys just called me Mischief. So I just went with it, and then I threw the Midwest in front of it because when I went down to Tennessee, I actually graduated from college down in Knoxville, Tennessee. And when I was down there, I was like the only black dude from Minnesota that everybody met. They was shocked, like, wow. So they was like, you got that Midwest flow. So I threw Midwest in front of Mischief and just went with it. But and we started a group down there. But that didn't never work out. So ever since I moved back at home, I just ended up changing my name. Another reason why I changed the name to Be Success is because I also ended up working in St. Paul Public Schools now. So I started working with the kids on music and helping them write songs. And so I ended up writing a song for the kids, and I didn't cuss not one time in the song. So it started motivating me a little bit more. And, you know, during these times, like all the stuff that we're going through with a lot of racial tension and hatred amongst everybody, I just want everybody to be motivated. So as an artist, when people speak my name, they speak it into existence, you know. So when anybody says be successful, you know, it's not just, you know, to support me, it's really to support them. Like, you're seeing somebody who's telling you, be successful, no matter what you do. Be
I like that.
You know, And that's one thing even my grandmother even told me. She was like, well, I had a grandfather who had died when my dad was 8, but he told all his children, whatever you do, be great at it. So it's kind of the same thing out to everybody else. And you got to spread that type of love to everybody, because once you speak something,
that's real.
you can achieve it. And I'm one of those, like, rags to riches stories for real. You know, I ran away from home at 15, ended up staying with my cousin from like 17 to like 18, barely graduated from high school, finally made it out, ended up getting accepted to college. So my journey was actually real strong. And then when I was down south, because I went all the way to Tennessee, everybody was like, why'd you go that far? It's like, shit, I got accepted to college. I didn't care how far it was. I was trying to get out of Minnesota, truth be told.
Right.
So I went down there and I wrote it out, and I actually seen what I can do and came home with a perspective. It was a struggle coming back home, and I was in a jacked-up-ass relationship. But once I got my mind right, I ended up in a different position. Now I'm working with kids, and music actually changed, and I started focusing on different subject matters. Like, I never knock artists that, you know, speak about the streets, but I speak about the streets in a different way. You know, we're going through a systematic system that's setting up a lot of people to fail. So even beyond the streets, when people get enlightened and realize what we're actually facing and what we're up against, then you can just further your mind and learn how to fight it a different way. So I'm telling these kids, like, we can react to everything. You know, we can shoot out with anybody, go to war with anybody, but truth be told, are we just the pawns to a bigger, you know, game?
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly, on a weird perspective, it's kind of like the Marvel movies. For example, you've seen that movie Doctor Strange, right?
Nah. But you can go ahead with the analogy.
With the analogy, with Doctor Strange, he ends up finding out about this weird world, and all he tries to do is go get his hands fixed, whatever, right? But then he finds out about this mystical world, whatever, and it's a fucked up dimension. Constantly have to battle just to protect Earth, right? So it's kind of like that with the community. Much reason why the community struggle. It's like you got people that's battling, not knowing what's really going on, how the system's working against us, how money is manipulating the next man to hate the next man, you know, and then all of a sudden they have you trapped, and then you end up, like, I have a lot of friends who end up going to jail and finally reading the books and realizing, oh, shit, they got me fucked up, now I'm a slave in the system. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's just a bigger picture that people don't worry about. So that's all I'm saying. My music started looking out differently, you know. And then I have my fun. I talk about seductive stuff with women, and, you know, try to make women feel good about themselves and from their perspectives. I can't remember all the songs I gave you, but I know just a few of them on my mixtape. If you listen to them, one song called Emotions is really about people falling in love through sex, you know, or being manipulated through love, through sex, whatever. One time I had a girl, and this was a long time ago, and we was having sex, and she said she loved me in the middle of sex, and I didn't pay attention to it. And I was like, so after we got done, when she left out, because I like to play music in the background, I had Pandora playing. That little In Vogue track came on. And so then I came up with a little chorus real quick, and I just started writing about it. So, but if you really pay attention to the song, because the chorus will throw you off, but if you really pay attention to the song, it'll be like, oh, snap, like, this shit's real. But yeah, other than that, I really try to focus on different subject matters. I released the mixtape earlier this year around my birthday. I got everything copywritten, and really the mixtape is just something to put out there so people can get to know me and figure out who I am until my actual album release, because that's where you'll actually see my creativity. So I'm really concentrating and trying to give you guys something great. You know, I don't want to just put out anything. And I put out like a singles throughout the year and the little small EPs, but that next album I'm actually planning on putting out next winter, giving myself a time limit on it.
Okay. Okay, yeah, definitely. So we'll look forward to that. Something to keep us warm next winter.
Right. So, and then you might have some familiar faces on the album. Just a few surprises, you know. I'm not going to name no names right now. I'm just trying to get the logistics right.
Okay. That's exciting.
Yeah, my ACE produced the mixtape. My homeboy Jermaine McKinley helped produce it. I just tried to get it done real quick. Plus, I had a few shows I was doing over the year that was cool. I work with my family sometimes. We got a Christmas show coming up. They're known as the Steels. I don't know if you heard of them. But we got a show at the Fitzgerald the 15th and the 16th of December.
Nice.
So, yeah,
what's that venue like? I don't think I've ever been there before. What'd you say it was? The Fish what?
The Fitzgerald. It's right downtown.
Oh, the
St.
Fitzgerald.
Paul. Yeah.
Oh,
pretty
okay.
Cool. Nice little classy event. We always dress up. It's always formal occasion. So, but it's like a tradition my family had. They brought it back last year after 7 years, and I was featuring in it last year. And then this year, I just wrote my verse for the Christmas song like yesterday.
Nice.
So, I got off the phone with my auntie today about it. And to give you a little more up to date about my family really being a huge stepping stone in music, my auntie Javita, they actually worked close with Prince. And,
oh, wow.
They they did the halftime show for the Vikings game last year when they opened up for the stadium.
That's nice, man. That's really dope.
Yeah, a lot of my family branched off, you know, and they did their thing in music. We got a couple other family members that's doing big things too. But as far as the Steels, we all try to kind of be low. We're trying to be low key because with them, they have a huge name up here, and because we talk about different stuff and we don't want nothing to really muddy up their name or nothing like that. We branch off and do our own thing. That's why my name is more Be Success. You wouldn't really know I was a Steel unless I told you or unless they told you. But and they're also a corporation, you know, so everything that they do is contracted to them, and if they ask me to do something, you know, they'll give me the pay and it's cool. But my music is way separate.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And even with the motivation of my music, like, I ain't rambling too much, am I?
No, you're good, man. This is what it's for. We want to get to know you, man. It's a good way for your listeners or maybe newfound listeners to kind of know who you are and understand your music a little better and understand you as an artist. So feel free to you're good. No, you ain't rambling.
Yeah. I mean, if you got questions, I wanted to save room for questions too. But I forgot what else. Oh yeah, with the mixtape, when I write my music, most like other artists and stuff like that, premeditate my music all the time. I always think about what I'm gonna write about, depending on how I'm feeling, depending on how if the beat is right. Sometimes I write verses and they'll fit to like 4 different beats or something like that. But with this mixtape, I really concentrated because when my brother died, he killed himself. And I don't know if you heard him, but he went by the name Smoke B. A lot of people know of him out there, and his music is cold. You know, my brother's stuff is floating out there somewhere, but, you know, it was a little hard for my stepdad when he listens to it sometimes because, you know, to the streets it's a whole different story, but to a parent when their child is dead like that, you don't always want to hear the harsh stuff, you know, especially the stuff he was going through. So I wanted to do something that was like tolerable for my parents and family to listen to if I died, you know, but still hard enough that'll catch the streets here. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, so mainly what my music is, and now that I work with kids, like I said, I still want to put stuff out there that, you know, that doesn't make me a hypocrite when I'm being a teacher. So.
You mean like a real teacher, or do you, I mean, not to say real, but like a teacher in a school, or you mean like a teacher? Because you said you work in the public schools, but you're a teacher.
I'm a TA, but I also got an after school class too. As a matter of fact, I even started an African American club at the school that I work at too.
Oh, that's dope, man.
Yeah, and we had a serious talk with the kids. I almost didn't do it. I tried to start it a couple of times in the past 2 years, and I worked with a few other teachers on it. This year, I'm kind of by myself with it, but as long as I'm acknowledging the kids, and I'm making it fun for them to learn their history too. Like, we're coming up with games, also looking for volunteers. Anybody want to volunteer at Hazel Park Middle School, you know, come up there and volunteer. It's no shame in volunteering with kids. Let me just put that out there. One thing I have to say, when they ever put out the Black Lives Matter movement, the difference was when the Black Panthers did the movement, they actually put their foot in helping the kids. And with St. Paul Public Schools, they allow a lot of people to volunteer. You know, jobs out there, it's legal for y'all to go out and volunteer for these schools and help out with these kids, you know. They're cutting the schools' budget. I'm really trying to put together a show. Me and HC, we're trying to figure out some logistics and trying to find a decent venue, but I'm trying to put together a show to raise money for after-school programs, too, and that's going to be coming up soon. But I'm really trying to do more for the children because they're getting neglected out here, truth be told. You know, they're getting thrown in front of computers and being told to learn just off that, like... And they just feel like they know everything, but they're getting more and more lost because they're not being properly guided or directed, you know. So being hands-on and actually seeing what the kids need and what they're going through, it's like, dang, I got to do this. And I keep it real with the kids. I let them know, like, you know, it's a bigger fight out here, you know. Y'all are the ones who's going to change it. You know, I was like, I apologize. Our generation gave you the president you have now, but you can change what your president is going to be in your future. And not only that, we had bad presidents before, so it doesn't make, you know, it doesn't mean it's going to be the world with this guy. But y'all got to understand, you got to elevate your mind. So
yes, that's
the
real.
kids like when I rap for them. I come up with little songs for them to think about it and just try to motivate them, you know. They try to compare me to their little artists. They let me hear different people that they listen to. I'll be like, oh, they're cool, you know.
Yeah. Yo, that's dope, man. I love that. I love that you're in a community like that and trying to enlighten and empower these children out here because, man, the generation that is, you know, youth right now, it's like I feel like they kind of got ripped off. They're like lost. You know what I mean? They didn't have the same things that we had growing up as far as like people to kind of look up to and, you know, good role models. And, you know, we had like OGs that would put us in our place and teach us that, you know, what we were doing was fucked up. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the younger generation is really missing a lot of that. So we need people like you. They need people like you to, you know, just teach them that they have worth and that, you know, like you said, that, yeah, I might talk about street life, but what I'm going to teach you is that there's something bigger and better than that. And we had that, but like somewhere in the mix that got lost, and I don't know what happened, but we definitely need people like you to continue to do that and to, you know, be there for the future for the kids out here. So that's dope, man. I salute you for that.
I appreciate it. I mean, like I tell the kids, you know, there used to be a lot of OGs that would put us in check if we disrespect our elder women or talk back to our mamas. Like, come on, you disrespecting your mama, man, you got it. Ain't no boy disrespect his mom, but these boys is getting reckless nowadays, you know. But you know, I don't have kids myself. I can't blame people's situation on parenting. You know, all I can say is that the parents just do have to step up more and pay attention to what's going on in their children's life. Like nowadays, these kids get more access to porn nowadays. It's way easier than it was back in the day. You know?
Oh my God! When we were kids, it was only in magazines and shit and on videos. So it was like you had to get into somebody's porn stash to get it. Like nowadays, all they got to do is type it up on their Google search
or something like that. You know, like these kids be activating. You be like, what the heck? These kids got cell phones to be pulling on porn sites. Like it'd be a trip with these kids, you know, nowadays, and it's like, whoa, they have so much access. So that's why it's like parents got to be extra careful nowadays. Matter of fact, I just seen that new Thor movie, right? Now that's a superhero movie, which tripped me out because in the movie they mentioned how one of the characters has organs or whatever, and I'm like, why the hell would you put this in a superhero movie? Knowing that there's kids in this movie. I don't care if it's rated PG-13. There's going to be kids in the movie, and they're going to end up asking their parents, what's the origin? You know, like, the world's not even allowing kids to be kids no more. The kids are going to have to be, whoa, what the heck is this? Like, at an early age, and it's, you know, it's really sad, though. Like there's, like, little girls, you know, I fear for little girls because they're real innocent. Little boy, you know, they get too curious too fast. Too fast. They're too exposed to too fast. So that's why I'm like, you know, a lot of parents, and you know, I have to use my platform for a lot of people. You know, get out there, volunteer, come into these school systems. You know, I remember one time some dude was planning on protesting the teacher out of the school. It's like parents need to really take time and just come step in and volunteer, you know. And we have a few people who step in and volunteer, and they trip out at what a lot of kids are doing. But the more they see the community come out there, the more they see people caring about them, the more they start to realize, okay, you know, I can better myself. Because these kids tell you, nobody cares about me, you know. And they're surrounded by a lot of people who are saying that. Plus the suicide rates are up high. You know, I have, like, relatives kill themselves in the past decade, and it tripped me out because I never thought I would go. But
that's crazy.
It's been expensive.
That's super crazy. And kids nowadays, like, they, you know, when we were growing up, like, somebody down the block saw you doing something messed up, they gonna scold you, reprimand you, stop you from doing it, and then they're going to go tell your mom or your dad. So it's like nowadays you can't even talk to nobody else's kid because mom or dad's going to come out the house snapping the fuck off and shit. Like, it's crazy. Like, yeah, everything is crazy. So it's good to have, you know, that kind of talk and have other people in the community, you know, like you said, showing them that they care and that they're there because, you know, maybe then when they see that lady that or that guy that was volunteering at their school, and if they're doing something messed up, if they say something to them, it would mean something. You know what I mean? Like, they'll listen to it, you know, because they have a relationship built. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, definitely need that type of stuff.
Part of the community struggle is a lot. Community doesn't trust each other that much no more either. You know, back then, they trusted them more. But in a society where they're letting child molesters out with only like 4 years parole in a community with children, you know what I mean? You can't. And all we get is a damn paper. You can't really blame these parents too much when they're like, I don't want this person really looking at my child. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm like grounded too. Like I really try to put myself in a lot of people's shoes. Like there's a lot root to this. You know, that's what I'm saying. The bigger picture is the way the system is. The system have made it so much that the community can never trust each other like that anymore.
That's
you
real.
know, people been abused. People lied on kids. You know, it's so much stuff that done scarred the community that it's like, who can you trust? You know, family members on this. You know, most I've seen stuff. You just be like, man, what the hell? Like, it's crazy. Like, and so that's wrong. I have an understanding, you know, that's why it takes people to come out and be like, look, this is who I am, this is what we got to do. A lot of people argue more than they talk. And until we can understand, we're not always going to agree, we're not always going to see eye to eye, but at least we sit there and listen, and then we finally just talk it out and try to find common ground, because you can find common ground. Even if that means, okay, well, maybe I won't deal with you no more. You still found a common ground. But I don't know.
Yeah, but you're right, though. Like, there's a lot of trust lost in communities, and that does cause for a lot of issues that don't even have to be. So, I don't know. It's crazy, too, because, like, you know, I don't think communities are really the same anymore, in a sense that they're not as permanent. Like, even though not everybody would stay in the community all the time, there'd be people that moved in and out, but for the most part there would be like some people there that were just kind of like permanent, you know what I mean, permanent fixtures to that community. And I think that people move so much now and just like don't have, you know, that stability anymore either. So that kind of plays into the trust issues too with people, because shit, you might have a neighbor right now and they might be there for like a year, and the next thing you know, they're moving out and somebody else is moving in, and you know, you move in and out, and it's just like so much. There's no permanency in anything anymore, and so that also, you know, kind of makes a big difference too, because like, how can you really trust your neighbors when you have a new neighbor every 6 months? I mean,
right, and and the kids see that even in the school system, because the schools is so much politics. It's like everybody's moved around, and when kids get attached to certain teachers, you know, and look for those teachers the next year, they don't get to see them no more. Then they're like, it's boring. It takes a certain spirit out of school sometimes. You know, based on what I only been working there for like about 3 years now. I never expected to be in this position, but it's a fun job, you know. You know, kids are fun, but I always tell them, you know, you're not bad, you just make bad decisions. And you got to understand. And when they understand that, they're like, because a lot of people, you know, we grew up in the era being bad was cool. You know, they think it was cute. And it was like, it's not, you know, snap out. You make a mistake, but that doesn't make you a bad person.
Right.
You know, you
can learn from that, and it's more about not necessarily the mistake that you made. It's about how you learn from that mistake and how you move forward.
Right. And these kids don't have a lot of father figures. You know, I was blessed. You know, I had my father. My parents were divorced when I was born, but I had a stepfather who's been around still to this day. My dad's been with my stepmother still to this day, and I'm fortunate to have that. You know, but most kids don't even have that. They got rotating stepmothers and fathers, or they constantly seeing their mothers with see their dads with different women and all that. And that does something to them. They learn not to really respect their parents no more. And I honestly had kids come out and talk to me and be like, man, like, I see this, and I'll be like, man. And I was like, you know, I kind of been there, but I ain't been there. You know, where I can't say I've seen my mom with multiple dudes. That's one thing I can't. So I honestly can be like, yeah, that would mess with my head too. But,
yeah, that's sad. That is a big problem though in our society right now, and I think that I don't even know how to fix that. I don't even know how we would go about beginning to fix that, because you know that's huge to a child and them growing up, is being able to have that balance between a mother and a father. And like you said, even if the father, like for example, like what you said with your family, you know, you have like two sets of parents. Basically, you had a mom and your stepdad who were both in your life. You had your dad and a stepmom who were both in your life. So like, you know, that was probably a good thing and a bad thing sometimes, but you get it from mom, you get it from stepdad, you get it from dad, you get it from your stepmom, you get it all around. But that's something that's really missing with kids, is that even if it's not their, you know, biological mom or biological dad, like they still need that balance between a mother and a father, because it doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl growing up, they both need it. You know, they both need that balance. So it teaches them so much more than just having a mom, you know, and like you said, rotating fathers, or a dad and rotating mothers. Like those two things are just, it's confusing. And I don't know if it does more damage than just not having somebody there at all, but it's definitely a very important thing.
Right. It definitely is. And that's why, I don't know, stories I could just share, it's crazy. Like, it shocked me. I'm like, it hurts you what these kids go through. But I mean, the first start is people gotta really want to think about the children, no matter what. Even if you dating somebody with kids, like me personally, I don't like meeting somebody's kids when I'm first dating them if they have kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it has to give me time, because my ex, he had kids. We was real attached, whatever. And that actually hurt me when I broke up with them, because I was really attached to those kids, and I was really trying to step up and do the whole little daddy thing. But at the end of the day, it's not fair to them. You know, if y'all make the decision, like, you know, I made a mistake, or, you know, your lust just ran out, and you're just like, I don't really want to be with this person, but that affects the kids, because they're like, yo, this is who I respect, this is who I look up to, this is who I want to be like. Now if they're gone and they don't want to be around you no more, dang, they got to cut me out too. Like, that's how they look at it. Like, there's kids that's like, man, my mother's boyfriend left. Like, now he don't want to deal with me. And da-da-da. You know, they actually get hurt by that stuff. Like, man, yeah, I seen kids really cry and be like, yeah, my mom's boyfriend left. Like, just the boyfriend, not even his actual dad. But he's been around since he was a kid and all of that. But he was like, yeah. But now you see dude, whatever, don't even acknowledge them. And I'm like, that's terrible. But they go through it and they feel it.
Yeah.
So it's never fair. And then they start looking, you know, it changes the perspective of boys and how they get moms, or how they start to look at life, period. Like, you know, forget it. You know, life is hard, and as adults, we know it's hard, and we be like, fuck it sometimes, but it strips away the kids sometimes if we ain't thinking about their future. Like me, I'm setting my goals for my future kids. The woman I end up with, she gotta, even if it doesn't work out, we gotta make sure the kids are straight, period.
Right. Yeah, that's huge.
My kids got to go to college. My kids got to invest in themselves. You know, I have to put up money just for them, type of deal.
Mhm.
I mean, and that's why I'm, you know, ever since I changed my name to be successful, things been, you know, turning around. Built up my credit, bought a house and everything. Everything's just nice and straight. And I only got to keep going right there, you know. Especially if I'm going to keep this, I got to keep going up, so.
Definitely, for sure. Hey, so I feel like we should listen to one of your songs, and we'll come back and bullshit for a little bit longer here. But I want people to get a feel for your music and be able to hear some of your art. So I have two songs from you, Dear Mr. P and Tired of Saying Goodbye. Which song do you think would be a good start off song, kind of give people an idea of, you know, who you are as an artist?
You might as well just do Dear Mr. President real quick.
Oh, is that what that is? I'm sorry, it just said Dear Mr. P. I didn't realize it was the whole word president.
It probably got cut off during the email or something like that, but yeah, it's Dear Mr. President. This song is more, it's like a letter to Donald Trump, but a letter like, it's not brand new of what he's doing. You get what I'm saying? Like, we shouldn't be surprised that we got this kind of president here. I'm not going to trust him, but it's not the first person. So if you pay attention to the lyrics, it really just talks about how this shit been set up against it.
Damn, let's check it out, y'all. Don't go nowhere because we're going to be back with more Brandon Success right after this. Dear Mr. President.
And the media, look at all those people back there. Scavengers, they're like scavengers. They'll probably say the crowds were about equal. Oh, they were equal. But that's the way they are, very dishonest. One of the officials, actually one of the ex-officials from Mexico, had a news conference, and he announced that we will not be paying the wall. Who does Mr. Trump think he is? They came to me, the press, these people who don't have respect. The press came to me, and they told me that he said he would not pay for the wall. Do you have a comment? I said, yes, the wall just got paid.
Dear Mr. President, I don't trust you. They're still after us, and I know what you're up to. Dear Mr. President, I don't trust you. They're still after us, and I know what you're up to. Dear Mr. President, I don't trust you. They're still after us, and I know what you're up to. Dear Mr. President, I don't trust you. They're still after us. Did it ever occur that they want us to kill each other? Breaking up families, allowing generations to suffer. Written by the government, destroying covenants of brother and only supporting the evil, nothing other than murdering those who rebel against, while overdosing off of the voices that they tell us are medicines. If you only knew the truth about the hell they haven't said, so dare call us schizophrenic, enslaved mentally. A shame how quickly so many will give for money. No mercy or no empathy, so many drunken disputes. Got another brother dying over nothing, and it's over the friend lost his freedom. So they got us on a 2-for-1 deal, and I wish it wasn't real, but it's slavery is systematic. Willie Lynch to the Jim Crow era. Don't even get me started on the Reaganomics.
And our weapons, we don't even know if they work. To show you how stupid we are. Let me just, he wants to be a tough guy. A lot of times, you'll have, and it doesn't work very well.
How tough is it to take property from an elderly woman?
We're going in 2 weeks, and we're going to be attacked.
Dear Mr. President, I don't trust you. They're still after us, and I know what you're up to. Dear Mr. President, I don't trust you. They're still after us, and I know what you're up to. Dear Mr. President, I don't trust you. They're still after us, and I know what you're up to. Dear Mr. President, I don't trust you. They're still after us. Obama gave us hope, Martin Luther King gave us dreams, but so many still want to hang us from a rope, and reality is looking like Elm Street. Still seeing the serpent that got us kicked out of the Garden of Eden, just to me to taste of forbidden, only to slip into the system that was set up against us, all a part of an agenda that isn't hidden but presented in plain sight. All wrong, it ain't right, I'll be wrong if I ain't fight. For too long we've been victims to the genocide, yet history is made every day, leaving us amazed and outraged at the same time. Been warned of the parallel, happy endings only happen in the fairy tale. Being at the demise while blessing the lie of liberty and justice for all in America.
The worst of all things has happened. We owe $20 trillion, and we're a mess. We haven't even started. And we've spent $6 trillion in the Middle East, according to a report that I just saw.
Dear Mr. President, I don't trust you.
But it looks like it's $6 trillion.
Dear Mr. President, I don't trust you. They're still after us, and I know what you're up to. Dear Mr. President, I don't trust you. They're still after us, and I know what you're up to. Dear Mr. President, I don't trust you. They're still after us, and I know what you're up to. Dear Mr. President, I don't trust you. They're still after us.
Hey.
Love.
Yo. That's what's up, man.
Appreciate it.
He said, dear Mr. President, I don't trust you.
Straight up, yeah. If y'all recognize it, that's from like that old Tupac song. Cause I originally wrote that song. I was writing the good version for Obama when he was in a while, but I never found the right beat for this. And after all that bullshit was going on with Donald Trump, and I came across the beat, that was the first thing that came to my mind. So I just kind of just did the same thing.
Dang.
So it just kind of flipped the script.
And made it against them instead of for them.
Right. Yeah.
So what's next for you, Mr. Success?
Well, just trying to get these shows lined up. Like I said, trying to work with a few artists. Couple of them on this compilation album. I'm working on my album as we speak. Trying to get that done by next winter for sure. But hopefully get a tour set up. When HC get a little more time and stuff, we're gonna try to see what we can do as a joint. You know, look out for that. Might be this winter, it might be in the spring, though. But whatever. Community. Yeah. Also, I got the Stills Christmas show coming up December 15th. Come out and check out the family legacy. I'll be doing a little Christmas fun there. So be on the lookout for that. And other than that, just teaching these kids to come volunteer. I want the community to step up and come look out for the future. You know, whatever. If your child, come out to your child's school, come out to your little nieces and nephews' schools, see if their teachers are teaching them. You know, have a little input. It doesn't hurt. They don't stop you from volunteering. You know. Basically what I'm going to be on.
Yo, that's what's up. Definitely got a lot of stuff ahead of you and definitely doing some dope shit for the community. So that's what's up. I like hearing that.
Yeah. I mean, and check out HC and King Arnis's new album, Revolution That Turn Up too. That's out there. I got to shout out my homeboy, Saint Trip. He's out there with that ADHD project. You know, come up and get down a la Mobsters, Bad Motherfuckers on iTunes. You know, go purchase that.
Yeah.
I got to support the family. You know, shout out to all the Minnesota artists, you know, and the every artist. And, you know, keep creating. Not make the first hit, but that doesn't stop you from being an artist.
Yes, for sure. We definitely have some very, very talented artists here in Minnesota.
Oh, yeah. Minnesota's the music's best hidden secret. And a lot of people start to come up there and see it. Like, truth be told, when I was down south, a lot of my friends that were on the East Coast that did hear about Minnesota, what we're known from is live music. And I have a lot of artists up here. A lot of us love performing with live band. It's just a different vibe with us, and we really strive for it and need it. So one thing I can say is, artists rock with these bands, network with these musicians out here, and let's keep it live. Let's push it. The South rose up for a reason. New York came up for a reason. The West Coast came up for a reason. Minnesota, we're known, but we don't have that mainstream headliner. We don't have to worry about that. We're coming up together. And the time is really now. It's being Minnesota.
Yeah. Minnesota just has to stop hating on each other.
Let people come up. You know, if an artist has a better flow, let them come up. You know, that's one thing I can say. I love music, but one thing I'm about to do, I'm talking to other producers about doing it. If they don't do it, I'm gonna start an LLC, and I'm gonna help all these little kids that want to come up and be rappers. I work with Freedom School. Go on YouTube and check out Freedom School 17 and see what we did with these kids. They got songs called Love Myself, Open Eyes, No Time for Play, and what was the last one? Black and Proud. And these kids, they wrote their songs for themselves. And I'm like, it doesn't matter if I'm the biggest artist out here or whatever, But if I can help the next artist get there, it's much like with Tupac. Tupac was creating to inspire every artist out there. At the same time, he should have sat back and looked at his business because he died broke. But at the end of the day, he focused on his art, and he was on a bigger mission. Every artist should be on that mission. So the only way Minnesota's going to come up is if every artist be like, okay, look, if you don't rock with him like that, you got a different style. I might not be in that same lane, but this is what you should do. Simple as that. Help somebody get their copyrights. If they don't know, teach them about the business. Help them do it themselves if you don't want to just do it for them. You know, help them figure out slots. Like, hey, I got a show here. You want to pay for this? You know, and work with people's budgets. And then also, people gotta realize it is like, even with music videos, I never knock a music video person. I'm gonna work. I got a music video coming soon too. But at the end of the day, the prices are fair. When people spend money on these cameras and they're putting in their time and all that, you know, artists have to understand that too. So it can't be hate on both ends. You know, you got to respect the art of everybody. For musicians, when they have to carry their instruments, all of that, time, money, it's all time and money. Everybody just has to respect the hustle. If we're all going broke because we have a passion, watch, it will all come back together.
Mhm. Yep. Spread the love. Spread the love.
Yeah, it's simple mathematics. It's like Minnesota's cold. Minnesota artists are really cold. Like I said, we're music's best kept secret. We're about to be seen for that too.
Yeah, I hope so, man. Because shit, there's so many talented artists that just don't even get their shine. You know what I mean? They don't even get like the shine that they deserve. So I definitely want to see that happen.
Yeah, and you know, one thing, another, they're all strong. They're still moving. They're still pushing. You know, You gotta give it up for pioneers like Mayhem, and then like I was just talking to AC the other day, and we was just talking about how long it took for him to get to where he is, and he's enjoying life right now. So it's like, and you gotta respect that. I'm like, you know what? That motivates me. That motivates a lot of artists. I see a lot of people on this page, even like, yeah, bro, like that's inspiring people. So the harder we all work, it's inspiring the next artist. We just can't shut everybody down that's trying to do the same thing.
Exactly. And that's where the problem comes in, is that a lot of people just look at it like, oh, if they get shine and I don't get any, then they're gonna make it before I do, so I can't let that happen. That's like the worst way to look at it. It's like, why can't we all shine together? That don't make any sense.
Right. Because at the end of the day, if you help put somebody on the stage, you're going to get that shine, whether it's now or later down the road. That's still going to come back full circle. It's always karma. That's, what do they call it, paying it forward. That's it. If I was to help the next person come up and they made it bigger than me, who am I to be mad at that? You know, I had a part in doing it. I have to be proud of that, you know?
Yeah, for real. Absolutely.
I'm like,
I'm a firm believer in karma, so I feel like if you're going to put that energy, that good positive energy out, it's going to come back to you. So it just doesn't make sense.
And that's mainly why a lot of our people are going down to Atlanta and getting on. I just talked to my cousin. He's doing music, and he's like, man, he's contemplating about coming home, but he's like, oh, it's just too good down there. But that's the thing about the South, it's really impressive. And they like hearing different stuff. They like hearing different sounds.
Yep. Definitely. So, well, I do want to thank you so much for coming on the show tonight and kicking it with me and having some good conversation, man. Hopefully the listeners and your fans and supporters got to know a little bit more about you and kind of like, you know, where you come from as an artist and where your music comes from. I'm going to end the show with another one of your songs, but I want to give you a few minutes before that to let you, give any shout outs you have, let people know where they can find you on social media and where they can find your music at, you know, especially like maybe like where you keep your last album or mixtape that you had dropped. And then also, you know, I know you got one coming out hopefully by next winter. We'll get to hear that one. So just let us know where we can get a hold of your music and stuff like that too.
Well, I'm on all digital outlets, iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, you know, all of that. Shouts out to Outlaw Masters, Jermaine McKinley, John Doshes, thank Trip, AC the Chemist, everybody in Minnesota that's doing their thing. My next project, I'm about to be dropping a new single soon. I can't give you a specific date, but it will be coming soon, and a video coming soon, and it will be dropping on iTunes. I'm on Midwest6889 on Instagram, Brandon Success on Facebook, Be Successful 6 on Twitter. So hit me up on those, and yeah, just share the love. The mixtape is 6889, based on a true story. Check it out. It's a dope project.
Yeah. Make sure you guys definitely follow him everywhere you social media. I'm sorry, what were you saying? I didn't mean to cut you off.
I appreciate you having me on here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's my pleasure, man. It was great having you on the show. I apologize about the delay. I had some technical difficulties in the beginning. I didn't realize nobody could hear me talking. I know you called in the beginning of the show. Could you hear me talking?
I just heard music.
Oh, wow.
I sent you a couple of emails. I was like, I'm listening, but
yeah.
I didn't want to just, okay, is it not working? Or like, what I mean? So
I have 2 interviews on Monday night. So from 8:15 to 9, I have one interview. Then 9:15 to 10, I have another interview. But because his interview didn't even get started at the right time, I went over just a little bit. That's why I started yours at like 9:30 instead of 9:15, because I was like, well, shit, I got him. You know what I mean? Like, dang, like he sat there for like more than half of his interview was me trying to figure out what's going on with my sound because he couldn't hear me. So, that's crazy. So I apologize for having you delayed a little bit and holding you up. I know it's school in the morning, so you probably ready for bed and shit.
Even my bedtime yet, but
okay.
But yeah, shout out to Eyeball too. I listened to the interviews. He sounds like a dope artist. I like the music played as well. I'll be checking his stuff out as well.
Yeah, he's looking for some artists in Minnesota to do a feature with. If you're interested, man, link up with him. You guys are both tagged on Twitter in the promos for the show, so you could definitely hit him up. And if you're interested, definitely. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It don't matter. I love doing music, so I'll rock with anybody.
Yeah, for sure. Man, so make sure you guys definitely go follow Be Success everywhere what do you call yourself? Brandon Success or Be Successful? Because I have you as Brandon Success, but your artist name is Be Successful.
Be Successful. Like I said, it's a name that is supposed to speak into existence of everybody.
Okay, cool.
My friends would know that it's my first name, Brandon, but as far as my fans, it means become successful, and I'm speaking it to y'all.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so make sure you guys follow Be Successful everywhere that you social media at. Wherever you're looking for music, definitely look for him because he's going to be there for sure. Keep your eyes open for that single coming out here soon. You don't want to miss the drop of that one. I'm sure it's going to be dope because we already heard some of his music, so we know it's lit, y'all. Definitely stay tuned in with Be Successful and keep it locked in. If you enjoy the music, follow him on Twitter, follow him everywhere that you social media. I have him tagged on Twitter, so you guys can definitely get in contact with him there. And, come back on Friday. I have another dope show, guest host with a top 8 countdown. It's going to be lit. It all starts at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. The number stays the same, 929-477-2682. The only thing that changes is the link, but if you follow me on social media, you will definitely have that link. If you don't follow me right now, please go ahead and do that. My name's Melody Waters, y'all. I'm not hard to find. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at I am Melody Waters. You can also go ahead and like my Facebook fan page, I am Melody Waters. I also have one for the Juice. It's thejuice.melodywaters. Please take a moment to go ahead and like both those pages on Facebook and stay in tune. You can follow me on Snapchat at Melody's Closet. I also have a YouTube channel. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Stay in tune with all the stuff going on YouTube. I drop vlogs and promo videos, things like that. I also started putting the Juice on there, so you can also check that out as well. Listen to any shows that you liked. You can listen to them again. I don't know. Anyways, if you're listening online, there is a hyperlink in the description of the show. Otherwise, you can just go ahead and go to YouTube and type in the Juice Radio Melody Waters, and I'll pop up to the top. So just stay in tune. subscribe, stay in tune with everything going on with the Juice. If you're an artist and you would like to get your music on the Juice, maybe you want to come guest host or do an interview like the gentleman did tonight, you can go ahead and send me your MP3s along with your name, social media information, and where you're from to iammelodywaters@gmail.com. Please send MP3s, not links, because I don't click links. And I do need your name because I have to know what your artist name is so that I can, address you as such. Also, your social media information so I can tag you and where you're from to iammelodywaters@gmail.com. Y'all, I hope you're all out there, just fighting for your dreams. Live your dreams. Don't ever let mistakes that you made, something that Be Successful was talking about earlier about, kids that make mistakes. Like, even though you have made bad choices, it doesn't make you a bad person. And just because you've made mistakes, it doesn't make you a failure. And it's really about what you do with those mistakes and how you turn them into a success, because every person that is successful at something will tell you that they made many, many mistakes and that they fell many, many times. But the whole point is about getting up and learning from that mistake so that when you move forward, you will have grown and you will have gotten better. So that's what it's really all about. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to fall. Just get up, brush yourself off, learn from those mistakes, and keep it moving, because that's where success comes from and that's where growing comes from. And it's all part of the deal, man. So, you got to do it, y'all. You got to do it. But definitely don't give up, man. If you have a dream and you have something that you are very passionate about, don't give up. Just keep going. There's going to be times where things are hard. There's going to be times where you feel like quitting. There's going to be people that don't support you. There's going to be people that put you down. Don't worry about those things. If it's your passion and you know in your heart that you're good at it and that you enjoy doing it, just keep grinding and keep striving. One day it will all make sense and it'll all come together how it's supposed to. So I hope y'all have a fabulous week, and be positive, be proactive out there in your communities, love the people around you, spread love, not hate, and try not to hate on people, man. There's a lot of energy involved in that, and you don't want that negative energy coming back to you. So, and I'll see you guys on Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Be Successful, man. I want to end the show tonight with one of your songs. Tell us about this song, Tired of Saying Goodbye.
Tired of Saying Goodbye is one of my deepest, one of the most heartfelt songs I ever wrote. I wrote it after my cousin Ariana killed herself. Ever since, I hope everybody can relate. I know a lot of people can relate to it. It's a timeless song, so if you lost anybody, I hope this helps you get through it too.
Damn, that's what's up, man. So, again, thank you so much. Be Successful. I appreciate you coming on the show tonight, and keep doing what you're doing, man, in these communities and with the kids. It's really a beautiful thing, and I really support it. And positive vibes, man. Keep doing that. We need people like you out there. So I think that's really dope.
Thank you. I appreciate you for having me, and I definitely will do.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure. And y'all, this is Be Successful. And again, like he said, if you are interested in, being a part of impacting the youth in a positive way, definitely link up with him and find out how you can volunteer, or if there's anything else that you can possibly do to be a part of that, because there's always stuff that can be done. So, and we need more people like that, people to help our youth and be there to teach them and guide them. So let's get it together, y'all, because the only way we're going to do it is if it's together. So let's do it. Y'all, this is Be Successful and Tired of Saying Goodbye. I will check y'all on Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Y'all have a positive and fabulous week. Peace, y'all.
Man. Last 10 years been the hardest for me. Lost so many people. Can't take it no more. I miss them so much. Y'all gotta feel me on this one.
Putting all my energy, having so many drinks, visioning these memories, reminiscing, missing those kids to me, thinking how much they meant to me. I'm more than going to sleep, waking in the morning, facing reality, miraculously deceased. Lord, the only thing I ask from you is peace on their souls, cause I just don't know if they're alright or not. I'm wondering on the other side what kind of life they got. It's getting heavy on my heart to think that we're apart, but forever in my thoughts. I never forgot the joy and pain and blessings that they brought, the lessons that they taught. No expectations for tomorrow, could be another day of big sorrow. But no matter the drama on my mama, I believe in death before dishonor. Death is no weapon for the enemy to prosper. So rest in peace, all three of my grandfathers, my uncle Raymond and Barbara, Brandon and Ariana. I'm tired of saying goodbye, never knowing if I'm ever gonna see them again. Strong emotions are supposed to my family and friends. I just know when I reach the other side, I wanna see all of them, because I'm tired of saying goodbye, never knowing if I'm ever gonna see them again. Strong emotions are supposed to my family and friends. I just know when I reach the other side, I wanna see all of them. I done seen so many murders occur, it made my vision blur. Still feeling this herb, taking an herb just to calm down my nerves. A comfortable life is what I prefer, but I ain't know it's do right, so do I even deserve? Must be a destiny for me, for the Father keeps blessing me to breathe on this earth. But ever since birth in the 651st, I lost so many and it still hurts. I thought that there was nothing that could make me feel worse, but I can see that I was wrong, knowing that when it's time for me to go home, life goes on. That's why it's better for me to stay in my zone. I couldn't bear it with Derek, and now keeps beneath. I hate to have to say rest in peace. A teardrop and a cough as a soft wet. When I got the call, Jock was a shot dead. I wasn't ready for them to be gone, not yet. But please pray for them and God bless. I'm tired of saying goodbye, never knowing if I'm ever gonna see them again. Strong emotions are supposed to my family and friends. I just know when I reach the other side, I wanna see all of them, because I'm tired of saying goodbye, never knowing if I'm ever gonna see them again. Strong emotions are supposed to my family and friends. I just know when I reach the other side, I wanna see all of them. My mind's been polluted from drinking, being intruded by demons, trying to stay secluded from evil when I'm steadily losing my people. It's like I gave me a punch in the chest, reminding me after this life is death, I gotta watch my steps. I'm correcting my mess, my thought process is filthy, wearing a suit of innocence, knowing that I'm guilty, but nobody feels me. I'm walking through the valley of the shadows in my city, my head hanging down, thinking about those no longer with me, praying, Father forgive me before you come and get me. Seeing how this religion has given so many decisions, I'm faced with the consequences from the nonsense that label me mischief. I can't handle it, insanity, my family's missing. I can't believe in fantasies, I wasn't always granted my wishes. In my city, it's like a whole nother world, so rest in peace, Josh, Taylor, Nunu, Rain, and Earl. I'm tired of saying goodbye, never knowing if I'm ever gonna see them again. Strong emotions are supposed to my family and friends. I just know when I reach the other side, I wanna see all of them, because I'm tired of saying goodbye, never knowing if I'm ever gonna see them again. Strong emotions are supposed to my family and friends. I just know when I reach the other side, I wanna see all of them.
This one's for Dominique Caesar, rest in heaven. Bus G, West Heaven. Rome Park, rest in heaven. Valerie Groom, rest in heaven. DJ Dean Webb, rest in heaven. And to the rest of the fallen soldiers out there, I hope you're resting in heaven till Judgment Day, until we meet at the crossroads. All the lost souls. Praying for all the families that's going through it. Dying every day, we just gotta survive.